sold out prior. Fares are 1 way. Excludes check baggage.
Hey guys, thought I'd better check in on you, make sure you're all okay. You've been behaving yourselves. Have you been behaving yourselves for the YouTube? I'm wearing French lace today. I'm just going to do some firearms training. First time I've ever handled a real gun. I thought I didn't go to court for about 6 months last year for handling one that was like a BB gun, which became illegal, and I had to go to court and pay thousands of dollars in court fees. They arrested me like a terrorist with the bloody SOG or whatever it's called. Crazy. Nearly shot me down. That's what happened last year. Now I'm going to be handling a gun and firing live rounds at a firing range. I didn't even know they had it here. I assumed they probably would, but it's for acting. Because in acting, you've got to use guns a lot, because there are a lot of cops and robbers type things going on. So I'm getting 6 hair pieces delivered this week. The Chinese go on holidays every so often for some religious festivals and so on, and so I'm kind of looking forward to getting that poly thin skin. The problem with French lace is that the front hairline is always got a lip to it, and when you are lying in bed and just playing with your hair, you can feel it. And when you wake up and you have a shower, that it bloats around the front, and you've got to kind of clean up the front hairline. It's kind of always just peeling back a little bit. So you really can't have your hair brushed back very often with the French lace unless it's absolutely perfect that day. Whereas with the poly, you can basically just brush it back every morning. Just make sure there's nothing dirty along the front hairline, and you can go. It's usually a lot faster. It is a lot faster. I don't really have anything new to add. I think I've covered it all. There's no new technology that's come out. I'm still using Walker Ultra Hold glue. Thanks for your advice, everyone, on how to use Ghost Bond, but when I'm applying the thin layers, ultra thin layers as you keep saying, and then just wait 12 or 24 hours or something for it to harden, what are you guys doing? You're just sitting in a room making sure you don't leave the house for 12 hours so the wind doesn't touch it, because it'll just peel off because it's so weak for 12 hours? I don't know. I just couldn't do it. Like, I tried to use your Ghost Bond, but it just doesn't do anything for me. The bond is so weak for so long that it's not worth the wait. It makes it troublesome in application, like when you're putting it on. Like with this stuff, with Walker Ultra Hold, you apply it, you put it on, the hair piece is hardened to your head within 30 seconds or 1 minute, and then you just go. It's finished. The problem with French lace, Swiss lace, or any lace is that you can't get that front bit exact, and there's always some, well, glue shining through, but it's breathable, so that's great. But the pros of the poly are higher than the pros of lace, unfortunately, because the poly comes with the two problems of having V-loops, which not only look terrible if you haven't bleached them, but fall out, and then that visible plastic along the front and around the back a bit. But that can be, if you do it right the first time, it won't be a problem, and it'll last for a lot longer. And the second thing with that is it could become very hot on hot days. But with the lace on hot days, the glue is shining through and it's melting. So unless you use the Ghost Bond on those hot days with the lace, it's going to be a major problem. And the thing is, during application on hot days, you're covered in sweat. Unless you've got an air conditioner in your bathroom, you've got to keep walking into another room where there's an air conditioner blowing air at you, and then you rush into the bathroom, but gently so you don't sweat, and then finish your application. It's just all too messy with the Ghost Bond. You need something that's instant, like, you know, Walker Tape Ultra Hold. So this is my my lace bond today. With the hair being just down to my eyebrows or somewhere between the eyebrows and about midway, you can really avoid a lot of problems with hair design. So this is about 7/8 of an inch around my whole head all the way back to there, and then this part here is an inch or longer. So I think this is the best hairstyle for people with hair systems. Front fringe down to the eyebrows or to midway down the forehead. But when you start getting long and it starts coiffing all over the place, it can look really good. It's just harder to manage. This way you can always do something fluffy around the front and it always looks real. And the other thing I've made mistakes with in the past was hair products that were shiny, and they make the hair not look as good. I'm not just talking about people who wear a hairpiece, I'm talking about people with natural hair as well. It looks sticky and unclean and so on for girls or whatever to look at your hair. So you're better off for having a matte finish hair product like clay or something, like muck clay, that you can put in it and it'll just stay where you put it, but it's not shiny or hard or anything like that. Now with this lace at the moment as it is, I wouldn't go skydiving, but I have been thinking about making a skydiving video with the poly and diving into a swimming pool head first. Although I wouldn't want to take my top off in front of you, that would be embarrassing. But fuck, you've seen me in every other situation. So I could do a diving out of a plane, diving into a pool, and stuff like that kind of video. But I think I'd have to be poly in order to achieve that kind of confidence. So I'm going back to poly. I've been wearing lace for a while because I ran out of poly. I didn't have much money. So I've been wearing French lace. For me, the Swiss lace, I used to think that I wanted the medium light density, but with my hair the way it is, it's very thick hair, I need to have medium. Even though the front hairline often looks like it's receding, like it's you know, graduated in real people's hair systems in real life, I want it to be nice and thick all the way to the front now. I've just gotten used to being spoiled in that way. Anything's exciting when you first start, but then you start aiming more for perfection. And I cannot get the absolute perfection I need with the French lace or the Swiss lace at the front. Even though Swiss lace does look real, the glue that I use, it shines through and you can see it. If you were good with the Ghost Bond and you were willing to wait for hours and hours for it to dry, then you might get away with the Swiss lace, which allows people to see right through to your scalp, which is why it looks so natural. But the poly just covers it all up, and I'm confident to brush it back and have brush back hairstyles with the poly as well, so long as I've bleached those V-loops along the front bit, as I've shown you in previous videos. Anyway, I just want to check in and show you I'm still alive for now. And that's it.